Good morning, guys. Today we are going to see the summary of the chapter number 3, that is terrestrial ecosystem. Okay, guys. So in the terrestrial ecosystem, so we have seen the topics like the tundra ecosystem, the forest ecosystem. That is, in the forest ecosystem, we have seen the coniferous, temperate, and the tropical. Okay, guys. So after that, we have seen the Indian forest type. That is, we have seen the 16 Indian forest types. After that, we have seen the deforestation. Okay, so deforestation causes, effects, and the solutions for the deforestation. Right? After that, we have seen the grasslands. So grasslands ecosystem and the types of grasslands. Okay, and the desertification and the causes of desertification and the desert ecosystem, guys. So all those things we have covered in chapter number 3, that is terrestrial ecosystem. And along with that, along with the static part, we have seen the current affairs like the Indian State of Forest Report 2019. Okay. After that, we have seen the measures or the programs taken by the state, the national, and the international organizations. Okay, to conserve the forest and to combat the desertification. Now I start this session with the summary of chapter number 3, guys. So we will see. So first of all, what is terrestrial ecosystem? So the terrestrial ecosystem is nothing but the relation between the organisms with the environment. Okay, guys. So the relation between the organisms with the environment on land. The relation between the organisms with environment on the land, that is soil, that is substratum, is known as the terrestrial ecosystem, guys. So what are the factors for the terrestrial ecosystem? So the factors are like we have the topography, climate, that is the rainfall and the temperature. Okay, guys, the plateaus, mountains and the plains. So all this make to form the ecosystem on the land. Okay, so the first one we have seen is the tundra. So among those things, the first one is the tundra. So tundra is found at the Arctic and the Alpine regions. So in tundra we have two types of ecosystem, that is the Arctic and the Alpine. So the Arctic tundra is the one which exists between the ice pole, that is in the northern on the southern of the extreme regions of the earth. Okay, guys. So it is found on the Arctic tundra is found between the ice pole region in the northern hemisphere, between the tree line, that is tree line of the region. So between these two lines, the Arctic tundra is found, and the Alpine is the one which is found at the mountain regions, guys. Okay, it is present at the mountain regions. So the examples of the tundra are like the fauna. We have the Arctic fox. Okay, guys. There, all those things are examples of the tundra. Okay. So after that, we have seen the forest ecosystem, guys. So in the forest ecosystem, we have seen three types of forest ecosystem, that is the coniferous, temperate, and the tropical. So coniferous are the one which are found at the regions below the tundra, guys. So the examples of flora present the warrior, spruce, and the pine. So whereas the temperate are the one which are present at the below the coniferous and above the tropical. So temperate, we have different type of the forest, guys. So temperate deciduous, temperate evergreen, and the temperate rainforest. So depending upon the climatic conditions and the vegetation, soil, these have been categorized. Okay, temperate deciduous are the important ones. So temperate deciduous are the one which are found at the regions we are having the like means they are having the rainfall but in the less quantity, guys. Okay, so they shed their leaves, guys. Okay, and they have broad leaves. Okay, and during the winter season they again record their leaves. Okay, so the leaves are regrown. Like we have the wood plants. Okay, oak. So the oak, maple. Okay, guys. So these are the examples of the temperate and tropical. So tropical also we have different types. So temperate are the one which are present at the 30 to 45 degrees regions of the latitude. Okay, and temperate. Now tropical. So tropical are the one which are present the 0 to 30 degrees or the 0 to 20 degrees of the northern hemisphere and the southern hemisphere. So in this tropical rainforest and the tropical evergreen forest are the which are very important for your examination guys. So temperate deciduous and the tropical evergreen and tropical rainforest. So tropical rainforest or the tropical evergreen forest are found at the Western Ghats. Okay guys, the Western Ghats, Andaman and Nicobar and the northeastern regions. Okay, so these tropical regions are having good flora. Okay guys, green plants and the basins are the Amazon basins. Okay guys, the Nile River. So at these places they are present all over the world. Okay, the fauna present here, the mammals, reptiles, amphibians, all those things are the fauna present in the tropical. Okay, Indian forest state. So we have seen the 16 Indian forest states. So you should remember its characteristics, its flora, fauna, any special importance of the region. Okay, the soil type region over there. Okay guys, and its reason. Okay, so where this type of forest are present. Okay, after that, importance of the forest. So this is very important. So what are the importance of the forest? If you see the importance of the forest, it purifies the air. So not only air guys, indirectly it purifies the air, water guys. Okay, so by through the recycling process, it has as a good source, or we can say that it is the important thing for the gaseous cycle, especially the water gas. Okay, so it purifies the air present in the atmosphere. Okay, it acts as a balance in the ecosystem. Okay guys, so along with this we can get the raw material gas from the forest. Okay, so and for the ecological development. Okay, so groundwater replenish. Okay, and during the floods it acts as an the dividing agent, means you stop the floods to enter into the lowland regions. So many importance are there with the forest case. Okay, and the wood which is obtained by the industries to prepare the doors, that will have very importance. Okay, so these are the importance of the forest. After that, deforestation guys. So what is meant by deforestation? Its causes, effects and solutions. So deforestation is the cause because of the overgrazing. Okay, for the economical development, because of the shifting cultivation. Okay guys, so these are the few reasons for the deforestation. What do you mean by deforestation? The deforestation is nothing but discriminate falling of the trees because of the mining activity or the industry or the economic development is known as deforestation. And the causes of deforestation, I have explained the shifting cultivation for the development activity, okay, or for any growth of the region. Or after that, we have effects of the deforestation. So what are the effects of the deforestation? So the effects of deforestation is the in the previous topic, that is in importance of the forest, I explained, those will be lost. Like for example, the purifying of the air will be imbalanced, or purifying air will not take place. Okay guys, so and the balancing of the system won't be happen. Okay guys, so all those things will have effect. Like if we if the forest is not available, so we can't get the purifying air present in the atmosphere. Okay, so if there is a flood, and that flood water will enter into the low-lying areas. Okay guys, so these are the three effects of the deforestation. And what are the solutions to overcome the deforestation? So the first and foremost solution is the guys awareness. So we should bring awareness through education, through social media, and through the channels of the communication guys. So that is very must for each and every individual to act. So each and every person think individually that we should conserve the forest, and along with the conservation of forest, we should help in growth of the forest, that is afforestation. Okay, and we can see like green business, means the green business is the nothing but, so the products what we get or what we prepare should be in such a manner, it should be recycled and reused. Okay, green business. Okay guys, so in such a way, these are the solutions of the for deforestation. Now grasslands ecosystem. So grasslands are the one which are very important for the livestock guys. So livestock are the one which depend on grasslands for their food. So in return, the livestock will help means the in return the livestock will help the farmers in getting the raw material. Like for example, guys, so buffaloes will eat the grass. Okay, so in return, the buffaloes is giving the milk to the farmers. So the farmers using those milks in many ways to form the curd or ghee. So anything for the buttermilk. So in such a manner, grasslands are very very important. So not only for the livestock and for the remaining animals also, they are big good source of the prey, guys. Okay, so and at present we have 13 hectare areas, 13 million hectare areas under the permanent grasslands. So types of grasslands. So we have two types of grasslands. So that is savanna and steppe. So savanna are the one which are found in the tropical, and the steppes are which are found in the temperate regions. So steppes are in the large area, guys. They are exposed to the soil. So important that I explained now, guys. Okay. After that, we are having the importance of the grasslands. I explained type importance. So impact of the grazing. So what is the impact of the grazing? So grazing should be to an extent limit, guys. If it cross that limit, so what will be happen? If it cross, that land will be degraded. Oh, and the land will not be used for further biological activity of the any production, guys. Okay. So and that is one point. So it leads to deforestation. So if it leads to deforestation, then the soil is not useful for the growing. Okay, okay, guys. So and these are the and it imbalances the cycle. Okay, so such that the area under the grazing will be reduced. So impact of grazing is should be minimized, guys. Okay. So next we have desert ecosystem. So desert ecosystem is nothing but so it is and the rainfall pattern here is below 25 centimeters, guys. So whereas if you see the grasslands, it is between the 25 centimeter to 75. Okay. So grasslands are having the 25 to 75 centimeters rainfall. So in the desert region, we are having the below 25 centimeters. So the reason of the rainfall is below 25 centimeters. That area is termed as desert ecosystem, guys. So desert ecosystem have the reason of the borrowing, like the borrowing ecosystem, like they are having this xerophyte space as a plant and the borrowing animal as the habitat. So desert ecosystems are the one which are having the less water, guys, and they have humid climate, guys. So the humidity is very less and the rainfall is below 25 centimeters. Okay. Now if we see adaptation and conservation of the H2O. So the humidity, so the desert is the one which is hot and dry region, guys. So there the water should be conserved. So so what is the way that the water should be conserved in the desert? So the plantation over there is shrubs, guys. So shrubs will be having less water, and the plants present over the desert are not having the leaves. Why? Because if they are having the leaves, so the leaves of the surface is very much gas. So the evaporation takes place very fast. So such that the water retained with the plant is very less. Okay. For that reason, the desert ecosystem are not having the leaves. If they present the leaves on the stems, so if they present also, there will be less leaves, guys. Okay. So the desert ecosystem prepare their food to photosynthesis. So with the help of chlorophyll, guys. Okay, through the stem. Okay, and they have the deep roots, guys. Deep root for their convenience to the to balance the ecosystem. Okay, so the animals. So what are the types of animals present over there? So the types of animals present over there, fast runners. Why? Because there is scorching heat present over there, guys. So they can't walk slowly. Okay, so they should have the scorching heat. For that, they are the one that is the runners present over the desert ecosystem, and the trees are the and the insects are the animals present over are the tall pipes, because they can't resist to the ground heat. That's why the animals are the very tall, guys. Okay, and the camel is called the ship of the desert, guys. But because camel without water, they travel from long distance, guys. Okay, to carry the commodities. Okay, so these are the adaptation conditions of the animals and the types of desert. So types of desert we have two types, that is hot and cold desert. So the hot desert is the Thar desert which are found in the Rajasthan and the Gujarat. So mostly Rajasthan. The cold desert is the one which are found in the Ladakh region. So the characteristics we have seen, guys. Okay, what is desertification? Desertification is nothing but the potential of the land to cultivate is not available. So the biological potential of the land is not there, then we can say that it is desertification. So the cause of desertification we have mentioned, guys, the degradation. Okay, guys, degradation, deforestation. Okay, all those things are the cause of the desertification. So, guys, all these things are related with respect to the forest, with respect to plant cover. Okay, plants are the animals. So we should conserve the plants. Okay, so what are the measures taken by the national, international conventions to conserve this ecosystem? Right? I explained all these things in detail in our session, that is in part 3 or part 4 of the class. Now I am going to take it in a simple process. So article 48 it has mentioned that protection and improvement of the environment and safeguarding the forest and the wildlife. So this provision has been mentioned in 48 here. So in the fundamental duties, that is in the 51A, that is these two are from the constitution, guys. In the 51A it is mentioned as to protect and improve the natural environment and including the rivers, lakes, ponds, and have the concern towards them. That was mentioned in 51A. And the Indian Forest Act 1927. So Indian Forest Act 1927 frames the legal framework for the implementation of the forest cover rights. So this is initiated by the central government, but the steps will be taken by the state government. Forest Conservation Act. It acts as an important organism, important institution, guys. So it is the responsibility of the state government to divert the how much of the land for the development activities. So those initiatives will be taken by the Forest Conservation Act. The National Forest Policy will take the measures of the Joint Forest Management (JFM). Okay, the Wildlife Protection Act 1972. This will conserve the plants and animals and tree species present in the protected areas, guys. Protected areas from hunting and collecting. Okay, this is about Wildlife Protection Act. Scheduled tribes and other traditional forest dealers. Okay, this act will safeguard the persons or the people depending upon the forest for their livelihood. So this act provides the safeguard for the people, and people in return conserve the forest, guys. Okay, that is about that article. That act and the National Afforestation Program, guys. So to regenerate the degraded land and the adjoining area, guys. Okay, through sustainable use, that is to have by planting the more plants, we have afforestation programs. So these, like we have example like Telangana government, Harita Haram. Okay, that is the plantation program, guys. National Mission for Green India. So to balance the ecosystem, guys. To balance the ecosystem, it will take care of the initiatives of the system. National Action Plan to combat desertification. So this is the one which is taken by the central government in the year 2001. So to combat the deforestation and the degraded land to the desert into the naturally habitat, and integrated water management program. So integrated water management program is the one which initiated by the Ministry of Rural Development under the by the Department of the Land Resources, guys. So this aims to restore the natural ecosystem, guys. That is soil, the vegetation, the rivers, lakes, all those things. Such that if we reserve those things, then we will take care of the forest. Okay, and after we have international conventions, that is REDD+, the reduction in emission of the deforestation and the land degradation. Okay, so this will provide financial assistance to the countries to conserve the forest and all the degraded land. Okay, so it is of the sustainable and conservation measure, guys. Okay, UNFCCC, United Nations Framework Convention to combat climate change. So the climate change, the issues related to global greenhouse gases and the anthropogenic harmful gases that were produced by human beings should not react with the atmosphere. If they both react, then it affects the system rise. So such measures will be taken care by the UNFCCC, and next one UNCC, United Nations Convention to Combat Desertification. Guys. So this will take the measures to combat the desertification. Okay. So it was first initiated in the Africa, guys. Why? Because the Africa region is very drought conditions. So with the global partners and the global organizations, or through the state government or through the nations, this convention has been launched. CBD, Convention on Biological Diversity, guys. So it has three components or three goals. The first one is the conservation of the biological diversity, and second one is the sustainable use of the elements of the biological diversity, and third one is the fair and equitable sharing of the benefits arising from the this genetic resources. Okay, these are the three goals of the Convention on Biological Diversity. One challenge is the one to restore the degraded land to its natural habitat by 2020, means by this year. So the amount is 150 million hectares to restore the 150 million hectares. Okay, of the degraded land to its natural habitat by 2020, and 350 million hectares by the 2030. So in India it is 12 million hectares. So we are going to degrade 12 million hectares in this challenge. So with this I am closing the chapter number 3, guys, that is the terrestrial ecosystem. Now I come up with chapter number 4, that is aquatic ecosystem. Thank you one and all.